Do you believe in ghosts?
No.
No, I'm being serious.
There's
when I first met you,
there's a part of me that goes like there's a potential for something out there because nobody knows what is actually out there, and then there's parts of me where I just get like scared or like last night I got nervous.
Wait a minute. Back up. Because nobody knows what's out there now. You're talking sort of like on a spiritual or possibly
That's
religious type level.
Yeah.
I'm talking about ghosts, though. Like
It
actual,
kind of falls in the
like
same category.
there was a little girl standing at the end of my bed and da da da, like a ghost.
Yeah.
Do you believe in ghosts? And here's the thing: I think when I first met you,
I'm undecided, leaning
yes.
no. I'm undecided, leaning no.
I know, but has this changed
Mm-hmm.
in the last year?
Mm-hmm.
I've ground you into submission. I like it. Oops. I guess I shouldn't say that on International Women's Day.
No, there was a moment last night I was like rearranging stuff in my place and I hung some things that were made by my aunt who's passed away. Mm-hmm. I was looking around my place and I was like, oh, there's a lot of things from dead people, like all in the same area. Mm-hmm. So like that's in your brain already, right? And then
it's in your brain. Well,
fine. That's in my brain already. Mm-hmm. And I'm vacuuming. And then, you know that feeling? I think that this is a common feeling. That feeling where, like, the sixth sense goes, like, the hairs on the back of your neck stands up. Uh-huh. Like, that feeling where you're like, ugh. Uh-huh. And then the TV turned on. But I was nowhere near the television remote. I was vacuuming. And then the TV turned on by itself. As I got that feeling. And then I psyched myself out.
So, do you believe in ghosts?
I'm undecided, leaning no.
That's not, no. I need a yes or a no. You know me. You got to pick one. It can change later. I'm just asking you in the moment right now, do you believe in ghosts?
Yes. If you asked me that 24 hours ago, I would have said no. But last night I was like, ugh!
You had an experience last night that has you believing in ghosts.
Got in my psyche. Sure.
So you believe, hold on. So you believe, this is coming with no, I'm not making a judgment here. I'm honestly just asking the question. You believe that last night there was a being of some sort in your house that might have turned on your TV. It's one of those things where, like, you probably in the moment and in, driving to the studio or in taking a shower this morning or whatever, and you're just thinking about it, you're like, yeah, there was definitely a ghost there. But then when you hear someone say it out loud like that, you're like, yeah, no. Is that what's happening to you right now? Like, you could feel it, so you believe it, but then when you hear it said back to you, you're like, yeah, that is kind of ridiculous.
Yes.
Right.
But everybody has had that. I feel that's a universal feeling. That like, oh, shoot. I think that's a universal feeling. Have you felt that feeling? As somebody who fully does not believe in ghosts?
Well, ghosts are not real. They do not exist.
But that
No, hold on. Let me say it quietly into the microphone just so everyone knows where I stand.
Okay.
Ghosts are not real. They do not exist. Now, what's your question?
Full stop.
Yeah, full stop, period.
Mm-hmm. Have you had that feeling of like, oh, there's something here?
Now, what feeling are you describing? Like the feeling of being watched or something? Or like what?
No.
What exactly are you saying? I've gotten goosebumps before.
Goosebumps accompanied with a presence. I don't really know how else to describe it.
Huh. I mean, no. I don't know.
You've never felt like there's something with you?
I've been sitting in a house or an apartment. I've lived a lot of different places, or even like hotel rooms, where you're sitting alone and like it's dark, or maybe just
doesn't have to be dark.
Oh, hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm describing what happened to me.
Okay, go ahead.
And it's like dark, or you're just like watching TV or something, and you hear like a sound from a different part of the house, or something creaks, or something falls off a shelf, or who knows what happens, or you just hear a sound that you can't explain, and you have that moment of like, well, what was that? Yeah, I've had a moment of like, oh God, what was that? And then I remind myself, Ghosts are not real. They do not exist. And then I just happily go back to watching The Barefoot Contessa on TV.
How easy is that?
How easy is that?
No, I fully understand that. And last night when this happened, I was like, oh, hi, Karen. Or like, I don't know.
And then the TV turned on?
No, it turned off.
Uh-huh. Wait, what?
No, I'm just kidding.
What's funny to me is in life, I mean, you kind of know, and people out there listening can have already, they know this if they've been listening, is like, I just like to get a reaction out of people.
Yeah.
So at bars and restaurants, and especially in LA, we're constantly going to meeting up for drinks with people that we barely know and things like that. And you're always kind of getting to know people. And so you bring up, like, do you believe in ghosts? And most of the time people will say, like, oh, yeah, and I've had an experience. And what happened was, and then they tell this, like, long-winded story. It's like hearing about someone's dream where I just sort of, my eyes glaze over and I go,
love
yeah,
hearing
yeah,
about
yeah.
dreams.
Oh, I hate it. And so anyone goes, you want to hear about my dream last night? And I go, yeah, sure, tell me. Like, I just, And so they start telling their, like, ghost story, right? And then when they're done with it, I like to just go, well, yeah, but ghosts don't exist. So that's, I mean, I understand that you think you saw something standing there, but your mind is a very, very powerful thing. I mean,
Oh, yes.
ask Albert Einstein or like these people who have, theorized about the human brain and that we only use a certain percentage of it and that there's this whole percentage of it that hasn't been unlocked yet. And no one quite knows how your brain works. And
Yeah.
also as humans, we're products of tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands or whatever years of evolution and genetics and biology and like all. So who knows what's floating around in our head, And also like fight or flight, like is a mechanism that you needed as a caveman or a cave woman on International Woman Day, to know, if there was a saber-toothed tiger coming after you, you needed those hairs on the back of your neck to tell you that you're in danger or whatever, right? Yeah. And so maybe that's just still somewhere in our lizard brain somewhere, And so that's what I think it is. I just think it's that your brain is a powerful thing and fills in the gaps where you logically can't, and then that's sort of where ghosts exist, is in that sort of you don't know what it is, and so you're filling it in. I mean, how many times have you woken up in the middle of the night and maybe the moonlight makes the hat rack look like it's a person standing there, and it takes you, like I've had that where I wake up and I'm literally like, like what is that? And it takes like a second to even register like what
it's a shadow
I'm looking at. Yeah. And that happens all the time.
Yeah.
But I think that's, what it is. Matatocious, let me ask you the question. Now you might be tainted though by my rant, but do you believe in ghosts?
Not ghosts.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
I'm kind of with Katie.
Chupacabra? What do you believe in?
No. I don't really believe that there's like a transparent little fit, like you're going to see a person standing in your, but like I've had experiences like Katie before where there's like something
you can't explain.
Yeah, I don't like spirits, but like something you can't explain. Like I feel like there's definitely something beyond what we actually
physically
can see.
What is it?
But I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. But
no, but is it like your dead relatives or like what do you think it
like
is?
I would say that like I've had experiences like that with my grandpa where it just is like you just feel like they're there and something happens, and it happens to be while you're thinking about them, and and so I can't say, oh, it's his ghost, I saw him in front of me, that didn't happen, but there's something, I just can't put a finger on it.
All right, Boy Wonder, what say you?
Cher?
If Cher died, would she come, and God forbid, by the way, but would she come back and stand at the foot of your bed and sing to you at night?
Probably not. She doesn't know who the hell I am.
She's going to now after this episode comes out. Oh, buddy.
Have we tweeted Cher yet that Dan has channeled?
Do you believe in ghosts?
I'm on the fence, but if you had to ask me right now, honestly, after your whole thing, I'd probably say yes.
You do?
Yeah, after your whole thing.
Why?
You kind
why?
of contradicted yourself there for a second with the whole fight or flight thing.
What do you mean?
You were like, yeah, your brain, like, okay, man, you needed to know these things, which kind of just means, yeah, you need to know these things. This is why your brain's telling you
Interesting.
this right now. You know what I mean? Your brain is telling you, hey, you need these senses, and there's something here right now, so you should feel uncomfortable. But in general, I just think that
I see what you're saying.
no one can really say for a fact what is, like, I'm sure Albert Einstein, back in the day when he invented something, he went and told his friends, and they were like, you made this that does this. And he was like, okay, but I actually did, so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't think anybody can really say one way or another.
But do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
Really?
For sure.
I'm in a room of 3 people that believe in ghosts. All right. Okay.
It's more fun.
All right. It is more fun. It's more scary.
It is more fun.
It could be more scary. And maybe it's just a way of me calming myself down when I hear when I hear something in the other room. It's just I'm able to just go, they don't exist, they are not real, and then it makes me calm down. I don't know.